Now, the president. Let us see what are the duties or how the president got elected or what are the powers of the president. Okay. Under the Constitution of India, Constitution, you know, we have learned about Constitution, government, the lawmaking body, parliament, etc. You have already learned about Constitution and also. Okay. So, under the Constitution of India is the supreme commander of armed forces and head of the executive branch of the state. That is president. He exercises his executive power through the officers subordinate to him. So, he is the supreme commander. Supreme power is for the president. In a school, the supreme power is for the principal. Same here in the Constitution of India, the supreme power is for whom? The president. Understood? He performs all the duties and with the help of the subordinates who are working under him. Just like in school, under principal, teachers are there. So, principal along with the support of the teachers are controlling or guiding the children or school, all the duties there. Same way here under the Constitution of India, president with the help of his subordinates is controlling or guiding or ruling the country. How the president is getting elected, how he will select or elect him? He is elected by the members of electoral college. Which electoral college means? Electoral college. Electoral college which consists of elected members of both the houses. Houses means Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, isn't it? All the members of Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha are electing the president. Then also the elected members of legislative assemblies of the state. All the state have legislative assembly, I said earlier, isn't it? So, members of the legislative assembly, members of both the houses, they are electing the president. He is elected by these members. Okay. And the election of president is held how? Like it is in the form of a single transferable secret ballot system. Secret ballot system. This is the way of voting, method of voting we say. Method of voting. The way how they are electing the president. They have to select a president, isn't it? So, the method is how? Secret ballot system. The method of voting is this system. They will vote to a particular person whom they like. A majority who get the vote, they will be elected as the president. Now, the president hold office for 5 years. Maximum 5 years a president can be in the office. Means after 5 years again the election will be and again they will elect another person or the same person also can continue. That is depends on the vote they get. So, there is some rules like how the members of Raj Sabha and Lok Sabha to be, they must be citizen and they should not cross this particular age. The same way, to be eligible in this contest for president or to become a president, that person should be citizen of India and he must have completed 35 years. He or she must completed 35 years of age. Okay. And must be qualified to be the member of Lok Sabha. These are the conditions. Must be a citizen of India. He must have completed 35 years of age and must be qualified to be a member of Lok Sabha. If these conditions are there, then only he can be he can be the president. Means he can come under that category. Okay. The Chief Justice of India administers oath to the president. Oath, you know, just like a promise we say, like oath. After the person got selected as a president, there will be oath. Promise we say. You have, I think you have been seen in TVs and all, like how the president is making oath and all, isn't it? So, Chief Justice of India, he administers, he will give the oath to the president. Suppose if Chief Justice is not there, in the absence of him, Supreme Court judge may come, okay, for this duty to perform, okay. If the president wishes to resign, then he may do it. He can resign. How? Writing the letter to the Vice President of India. We have President and Vice President also. If the President want to resign or he want to relieve from the duty, he can write the letter and resignation letter and he can give it to the Vice President of India. And resignation has to be communicated by Vice President to the Speaker of Lok Sabha. They together will take the decision. Then President can be impeached under the Constitution. Impeached means what? Impeached. Impeached. Impeached means like if he do some violence, if he violates some rules, we say. Violate some rules. Suppose in your school, if you are not doing the thing according to the rules and regulations of the school, you are violating that rule. So then you will get a punishment or you will be charged for that, like that, isn't it? What you should not do, that you should not do in the school. What you should do, that only you should, right? So there are some rules there. You should not violate. You should not go against that rule. The same way, if there are rules and regulations everywhere, isn't it? So if that rules are applicable for President also, if he is violating that rule, that is called impeachment or impeached. Violating, then there will be strict action against it. But so far, by God's grace, no impeachment has been ever initiated against by Indian President. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to learn about forming the government. Okay. Forming the government. So far we learned about government, isn't it? Government, a system, it contains system of laws to rule the country, to guide the country, isn't it? How to form a government? Let us see. India is a parliamentary democracy and has a federal structure, whereby it is run by elected officials as both national and state levels. Okay. India is a parliamentary democracy. Democracy. What do you mean by democracy? Democracy. It's a government of the people, by the people and for the people. Because people, common people, we are electing members for the government. And the government is a group of people who rules us. Has some rules and regulations or some laws that guide us. But we are selecting them as so and so persons. Okay, that's why India is a democratical country, we say, because people are electing. Okay, and we have government in both state level and also in national level. I told you earlier, we have central government and also state government. There are several factors that decide the government formation. For government to get formed, for formation of government, we have several things to consider or several factors. There are many political parties in India. Some of the parties' name maybe you have heard or not. Like there are many political parties are there in our country. This multiple system is very important feature of our democracy. This is the main feature of our government or democracy, we say. We have many political parties. In a democracy, people elect the representatives. As I said you earlier, people are electing the members for the particular post as a minister, president, prime, like that. Okay, for a particular post. Okay, by election, different parties field the candidates for election. Parties will make the people so and so person to be fixed in this area. Okay, then people have to select them by giving votes. People are selecting the candidates for, to whom should be to that post. Okay. The party which gets maximum number of seats is eligible to form the government. Which party, there are many parties I told. So, which party is getting maximum number of votes, they will form the government. That party will be the ruling party. The other party will be the party who got the less vote than this majority, they will be the opposition party. And the party which got the majority vote, they will be the ruling party. The president appoints the leader. Once the president got elected, already we have seen how the president is got elected, isn't it? By the members of Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha and even the Legislative Assembly. After he got elected, he will appoint the leader of the party as Prime Minister. The president appoints Prime Minister. The Prime Minister forms the cabinet consisting of minister. Cabinet is a committee of ministers that Prime Minister will do that. Okay. President will elect the Prime Minister. Prime Minister will form the cabinet consisting of ministers. Understood? This is the formation of government. How? We have many political parties in India, and that is the main feature of our government, democracy. Why it is called democracy means here people are giving the vote to the candidates, and they will, who are getting the maximum vote, they will be elected. So those party who are getting the maximum number of vote are elected as the ruling party. The other party will be the opposition party. President will appoint the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister in turn forms the cabinet, means council or committee of ministers, and they will form the government. Understood? So next is state government. Okay. So far we have learned about forming the government, how the government is formed. After that, state government. State government. State government. Every Indian state has a legislative assembly. I told you each state has a legislative assembly. And these members along with the members of legislative assembly and Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are electing the president. Okay, that you know. It is responsible for making the laws of the state. All the states have legislative assembly and they are responsible for making the laws of that particular state. The members of legislative assembly we call in a short form as MLA, members of legislative assembly. All the states have legislative assembly. It's a party, okay. The members of this legislative assembly are called MLA, members of legislative assembly. They are elected by the people who are more than 18 years of age. All the MLAs should have 18 years of age. They should elected by the people. Not MLA. Those who have the age 18 or above 18 are allowed to vote for these parties. Okay. If you are 10 years, 12 years, you are not allowed to go and vote. If you are completed 18 and above 18, then only you have the right to vote. So those who have completed 18 or above 18, they are voting the people for the legislative assembly. They are called MLAs. Those who are 18 and above 18 have the right to vote, not the small children. Okay, you have to cross 18 or you have to complete 18 years of age to get the right to vote. And they are elected for a period of 5 years. And they are elected for a period of 5 years. Okay. Yes, it's the authority of the country. Judiciary also comes under an authority, which says an authority of the country. Just like other authorities, we have one more, that is judiciary. We say judiciary. Within the framework of parliamentary democracy and federalism, judiciary also plays a very important role for the governing the country. The judiciary is an important part, okay, of governance, and is an efficient, independent judiciary is the greatest guarantee of well-being of society, to better running the society, for to safeguard our country or society, or to protect it, or for the well-being of the people living in the society. We have one more authority, it is the judiciary. Okay. The Constitution of India provides for an independent judiciary. The Supreme Court in New Delhi is the highest judicial body in our country. So, which is the highest judicial body in our country? It is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. This is the highest judicial body in the country. And we have high courts also in each state. In our country, Supreme Court is the highest judiciary in the country. In state, we have the High Court. High Court. High Court in each state, and Supreme Court has a Chief Justice, and High Court also has a Chief Justice. Okay. So that is about the judiciary. It is also an important part of our government. It's one more authority we say. And Constitution of India provides an independent judiciary for us. Supreme Court is in New Delhi is the highest judicial in our country, and in state we have High Court, and Chief Justice is from this High Court, and Supreme Court also have, and even High Court also have Chief Justice. This Chief Justice administers oath to the President. We discussed it earlier, right? When after we get a President got elected, for the oath, Chief Justice will be there along with the President. Okay. So this is, he is the Chief Justice of High Court and Supreme Court. Okay, understood? That's all about the judiciary. Now it's a time to recall, children. So what we have learned from this lesson, let us recall now. Okay. India is a federal union of states comprising of, yes, how many states we have? 28 states and 8 union territories. We have learned this in the beginning of the chapter, isn't it? How many states we have in India? 28 states. India is a federal union of states comprised of many states, isn't it? Why it is called Federal Union of States? Because it consists of central government, state government and local government. It has a relation from central. Federal means a relation between the central and state government. So that's why India is called the Federal Union of States, consisting of 28 states and 8 union territories. Next, about the Constitution of India. It provides a central government and a state government. Constitution came into being after India got independence, and in the Constitution means set of rules for guiding the country. In the Constitution provides government, central and state. Then next we learned about Parliament. What is Parliament? It is a law-making body. A law-making body is called Parliament. Then how many houses are there for Parliament? The Parliament has 2 houses. Which are the 2 houses? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These are the 2 houses of Parliament. Next, what we learned about Lok Sabha, we learned how many members should be in Lok Sabha, and what are the conditions to get be a member of Lok Sabha. Then about Rajya Sabha, isn't it? Then we learned about forming a government, isn't it? How the government is formed, how the president got elected and all, prime minister, then ministers. Then coming to the state government, who is the head of the state? Governor. Governor is the head of the state, and each state has a chief minister, is the leader of the majority party in the state. Means who got the maximum number of votes, they will be a ruling party, and ruling party has a chief minister. Okay. Then next we learned about judiciary, isn't it? Supreme Court is the highest judicial body in our country. Supreme Court in New Delhi, isn't it? And we have in state High Court also. Chief Justice we have in High Court, isn't it? Okay. These are the topics that we learned in this lesson, governing ourselves.